Hey, I'm going to tell you about a really healthy way to eat for diabetics and non-diabetics too, so stick around. There's so many diets out there and different ways to eat, and how do you know what's right for you? And especially if you're newly diagnosed or you've had a hard time getting your numbers in line, getting them to where you want them to be. I follow a method of eating called the plate method, and it couldn't be easier, and it's healthy for anyone, whether you're diabetic or not. So the plate method is basically you fill half your plate with non-starch vegetables, a quarter of your plate with lean protein, and a quarter of your plate with starch. It's such a simple way to eat. I learned about it from a group on Facebook called Type 2 Plate Method Eating. It used to be called something else before. I'll put a link to it down below. I'm showing you an image of it right now. And they're basically a group on Facebook comprised of volunteers, and they're just wonderful people, and they're very helpful, and the knowledge is all free. And I learned a lot being there. I was already managing my glucose fairly well, but there's just so much information out there, and I didn't know what to trust. And even though I was doing well, I'm always looking for a better way, and I found this group to be super helpful. So if you're on Facebook and you're looking for somewhere to get good information and you're a type 2 diabetic, that's definitely something you want to check out. And also diabeteswhattoknow.com is a website with a ton of videos, a ton of information. They don't want to sell you anything. I'm not trying to sell you anything, to be clear about this. These are just places I went and I found good help, good useful information, so I'm sharing it with you guys, as well as sharing the method of eating that worked well for me. So, plate method eating, half a plate of non-starch veggies, quarter plate lean protein, quarter plate starch. That's it. Now, I'll share with you a couple of quick and dirty meals that I fall on pretty regularly because they're fast, they're convenient, they're easy, they're inexpensive. Breakfast, one of my big go-tos is egg whites. Lean protein, right there, boom, done. I'll put baby spinach in my egg whites, and then a couple of pieces of whole grain toast, and that's it. So it takes me 5 minutes. Breakfast is ready. In the time that I've made coffee, breakfast is good to go. Easy to prepare, quick to eat, digest, and I'm up and running. Same thing for what I'm going to show you now for lunch, although in this case, the bun that I used was white bread. I didn't have any whole grain buns lying around, and I didn't feel like using whole grain sliced bread. I wanted an actual bun, so there you go. But basically, it's a veggie burger. I had a little bit of guacamole on there. Now, as diabetics, you've got to be careful with fat. Fat will keep your numbers way high, and so it's just something you want to keep in mind. So I had a little bit of guacamole. I know how much I can tolerate and not have any problems with my numbers. So you need to be careful with that, and I'm just warning you. I don't want you to see that some diabetic on YouTube who's like a cyclist and an athlete is eating tons of guacamole, because that's not true, okay? But I did put a little bit on there. So it's a veggie burger, white bun, some mustard, onions, lettuce. So it's basically a veggie burger with veggies. And then I had a whole ton of baby spinach as well. So those are two quick and simple meal ideas. Check out the plate method. Just look it up online. There's tons of information out there. Plate method eating, it's really good for you. If you're not diabetic, if you have a functioning pancreas, good for you. Check out plate method eating too. It's good for everybody. We all need to eat in a healthy way in order to have a long and healthy life. So, plate method eating, diabeteswhattoknow.com, and type 2 diabetes plate method on Facebook. And until next time, hope you guys are healthy, hope you're well. And if you're a cyclist like I am, good for you. Get out there and ride. Talk to you soon.